welcome to Snipisode 28 of the Daily Dose of DMC podcast. Today is Wednesday, February 8th, 2023, and I'm your host, HK. Good morning, all you beautiful people, and welcome back to the Daily Dose of dedication, motivation, and commitment, where I try to start our day off right by spurring some thought, thinking about things, topics that really reflect around our mindset, around positivity, around the way we can look at life and just appreciate it more, especially during the times we're going through, and I think that's necessary. As you can probably tell by my voice, I am a little bit more relaxed now. Still lots to do, very busy. Did not get that much sleep as well last night, however, have slept a lot better. It's Wednesday. I'm excited. Guys, it is episode 28 already. We talked about meditation. No, we didn't. We didn't talk about meditation. That's nonsense. We actually meditated on Monday and actually needed that a lot. Felt good, and yesterday we talked about focusing on opportunities instead of obstacles. And today I want to talk about that Japanese term Kaizen. I mentioned that in Snipisode 20. We covered the topic of Ikigai. Ikigai is that Japanese concept that refers to a person's reason for being and that joy and the fulfillment that comes from it. And it's all about sense of purpose and happiness and whatnot. So if you haven't listened to Snipisode 20, come back to this one. Vice versa, either way, it's another Japanese concept. I think within their culture is ingrained a lot of these beautiful things that I'm not that into on a day-to-day basis, but that I really appreciate. Like I said, today I want to talk about Kaizen. Kaizen is a term that originated, I believe, in Japan after World War II. It was developed as kind of a way to rebuild and improve the country after what had happened during the World War. It was later adapted by Japanese companies as a way to improve operations, and that's how I met the term, through Lean Six Sigma. And the word Kaizen is basically is two words. So Kai means change, Zen means good, and it's kind of a philosophy of continuous improvement. So it's that belief of that small incremental changes can lead to significant improvements over time. That's the core, that's the philosophy of Kaizen. And it's been adopted and adapted by like many organizations. The companies that I've worked for, two of those, very big into the topic of Lean Six Sigma and the Kaizen methodology. Now the two are slightly different, however, it's become part of many organizations' agenda in regards to when it comes to continuous improvements. So and it's something that's recognized worldwide. So like I said, Ikigai is finding balance, Kaizen is more around continuous improvement. Now you're asking yourself, why in the world are we talking about Kaizen then when we're talking about mindset and the brain and positivity and how we can transform it and whatnot? Well, it's kind of easy because Kaizen is significant when it comes to personal progress. At least I believe that. Yeah? That Kaizen is important for positivity and logically also for the mindset because it encourages that continuous improvement by learning to focus on those small steps, and hence through that we promote that positive outlook on life. And when it comes to creating habits, I've talked about this as well. I'm sure you've heard this a lot. Yeah, the best way to start and build those habits is by small steps. And we're not going to look at like all these different things like Kaizen Blitz or Kaizen events or Kaizen activity. Those things, process improvement exercises that are performed within organizations and employees at companies, things I've done in the past. However, we are going to touch a little bit, like I said, on this because it is for personal progress. We are living our lives every single day, and it's all about continuous improvement. Every single day, it's about getting better than you were yesterday, not better than the person right of you or left of you, but better for yourself. And striving towards becoming better does ultimately mean that you will differentiate yourself from others. However, it's about becoming better each and every day. Setting those achievable goals and making progress is what's going to really give you that sense of accomplishment. I've talked about that. And Kaizen is that methodology that we can use to integrate that into our thought process of because like I said, it's about that process, and we're talking about growth and improvement. This is a journey, guys. This is a long journey. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. This is not just an end result. And this is how I when I think about Kaizen and some of the notes that I've taken, and when it comes around to that personal growth and development, I really believe that this has some value when it comes to the ability for your mind and your mindset to reach some full potential. And I want to jump into those 2 points. I've basically written down 2 things. One is Kaizen and positivity, and the other one is Kaizen and mindset. So let's talk about those 2 things for a second. So Kaizen and positivity. How can we bring that into our daily life? Well, the way I see it, Kaizen encourages us, to focus on positive aspects of change, instead of like what we talked about yesterday and other Snipisodes, instead of dwelling on those negatives. It promotes that growth mindset. It's not that stale, stagnant, constant mindset, but it promotes that. It really does that growth mindset. But what I mean by that is that you believe. I mean, it's just exactly what it says. You believe that you can grow and improve with effort and determination, and it fosters that positive attitude towards challenges and towards obstacles. And kind of like what I talked about yesterday, it really allows you to focus on challenges as opportunities for growth rather than focusing on that negative aspect of obstacles. And when you look at it from an organizational perspective in companies I've worked for, it's all about that culture of positivity and support, continuous improvement, making things better, and that is what this is about. It's about positivity. It's about helping us maintain that positive outlook on life. It does the same thing, that culture of positivity, the culture of support, when we understand that principle of what Kaizen is all about. So let me give you an example. Let's I don't know, a fitness thing. So somebody who wants to improve their fitness level, you can set a small goal of, let's say, walking 10 minutes a day, and you gradually increase that time as you get more comfortable and you get more well situated and accustomed to walking, because maybe that's been a challenge for you. So, and this is the approach. This emphasizes that positive aspect of that change and promotes that growth mindset. That little by little, gradually, you're continuously improving. Or say you are an employee who's struggling with some kind of difficult task. You have something that you have a difficult task at work, and adapting that positive attitude and focusing on finding the solution, so basically continuous improvement, instead of dwelling on everything that can go wrong or is going wrong or is ultimately bad. So those challenges is what's going to help foster that positive outlook that I mentioned. And you're going to look at things not just from outside the box or inside the box, but like I like to say, from every different angle. And that's what Kaizen is all about, logically, hence continuous improvement. So that's a little bit about positivity in Kaizen. Let's jump into Kaizen and the mindset. I've written down here, so when it comes to the mindset, we need to be positive even when things get frustrated. I talked about this the last couple days, and that is so important for personal growth, for success. And Kaizen, I do believe, helps you develop this mindset, because it encourages us to overcome those negative thoughts and beliefs that your potential, or my potential in this case, is limited. Because it's not. And this is where we get back into that discussion of abundance mindsets, where we say that anything can be created and is achievable. Because Kaizen focuses on the solutions, not the problem. And that's a difference. I think that a lot of people, when they tackle things, they look at the problem and they ask questions about it and what can be done and how we can move forward with it, but you're not focusing on the solution. There's a huge difference in those two. I'm not going to dwell on that too deeply, but coming from an operations background and how you approach those, I've seen people go both ways. And I can say that focusing on the solutions is going to get you a lot further than focusing on problems. And that is what's going to help you stay positive, and that's what's going to help you stay motivated, and it's going to help you create that growth-oriented mindset that we talked about. And that's what's going to help you and give you that ability to grow over time. Let me just throw out an example here as well, just to kind of make that clear. Because let's say you're a person and you're trying to overcome negative thoughts, and you focus on developing that positive mindset through, let's say, daily, like what I just recently did, affirmations and visualizations. Yeah, this encourages that growth-oriented mindset, and it really helps you as with your ability to improve and grow over time. I hope that makes sense. Let me give you another one. I think that was a little too not strong enough. But let's say a team wants to improve their collaboration and communication in the work environment. They can set small, achievable goals again for improving their processes and working relationships. So how they do that? Yeah, communication. And this approach focuses basically on the solutions, and it promotes that growth-oriented mindset again for all the team members, and it helps them to continuously improve and work towards ultimately what their goal is. I hope that's a little bit more clear. I hope that made a little bit more sense. So hence, to kind of finish off today, and hopefully have spurred some thought around the topic of Kaizen, do some more digging, search for some more videos. I really encourage you to learn all these topics, and to really, think about things that help you move towards that positivity, towards improvement. Day to day, small, simple increases in being better than yourself yesterday. That's what Kaizen is about, and I really hope that it has a positive impact on your personal progress, that perhaps this topic can help you with your positivity, with your mindset, by encouraging you to look for those continuous improvements in your day-to-day life, and ultimately promote that positive outlook, help foster that, what I've discussed, that growth-oriented mindset, and that you dig into this topic, learn the Kaizen principles, perhaps incorporate into your daily life, so that what we are trying to do here comes into your life, and that is reaching your full potential and simply living a more fulfilled life, guys. Thank you so much for listening in. It is Wednesday. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning. Subscribe, like, comment, share, all those fun things. Would appreciate that a lot. And thank you for reaching out, having a discussion to those who have. And those who haven't, feel free, even if we don't know each other. I love making acquaintances. Let's have a conversation. Let's chat about some things. Maybe you can enlighten me. I can enlighten you. That is what it's all about as we move towards positivity. That being said, stay dedicated, motivated, committed all day, every day.